Hi guys, back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna be doing absolutely nothing as per usual. Before we hop into it, let's hop into it.
5 minutes before.
Seriously hoping that I actually have enough space to film this video. The lighting is terrible. I look a mess. Is that better? Oh my god, there's a roach. No, please, please, no. Oh my god, help me. No. No! Oh my god, I got it. No, I did it. No, help me. I can. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Oh my god. This is honestly probably the most random video that I've made up to date. I just needed to talk. I just needed to get stuff off my chest. I was having a conversation with myself just now. Yes, with myself, because I talk to myself, and I feel like that's healthy. I feel like you should talk to yourself. And when I say conversation, I mean like conversation, like not necessarily a back and forth, but like almost. I was having a conversation with myself, and I was thinking about what I would have done differently in terms of like my content creation journey if I were still in college. I just graduated literally like 2-3 months ago. I mean, it's July and I graduated in May, because I started YouTube almost 2 years ago, which is crazy because I only have 130 subscribers, but it's fine because I haven't been consistent for 2 years. And honestly, I think I would have just documented me being in college a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, I did some vlogs. I still have some footage from literally months ago that I need to edit and I need to post, and that's on me. But like, I think I would have just done more like realistic videos, literally realistic sit down videos where I like detailed what I was just going through mentally, what stage I was at in life, and especially during the struggle. College is very glamorized, and my experience was just like not a 10 out of 10. And it wasn't necessarily even a bad experience, it's just not what I wanted and not at all what I expected. And then I was kind of thinking to myself, you know what? I didn't get a chance to document that struggle then, but right now I'm also struggling. And then I was thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe me talking about my current state of struggle post-grad could help somebody. Maybe somebody could resonate with it. I don't know, like I feel like maybe that's the narcissist that's innately in us, for us to think that the world literally revolves around us and that we are special and that we are extremely unique. But like sometimes I genuinely be thinking I'm the only one going through what I'm going through. Maybe somebody needed to hear this. If you didn't need to hear this, then I definitely needed to say it. But I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Literally, oh my god. And I knew this was coming, right? Because here's the thing, right? There's only so many ages where people care about, right? You're born, and that's like, oh yay, you're born. And then you're like 10, ooh, double digits. And then it's like, oh, sweet 16, yay. And then it's like you're an adult, and it's like, oh, look at you, you guys start taking responsibilities. And then you hit 20, it's kind of like double digits again. Then it's 21, it's like, oh, okay, drink, pull it up. And then it's 22, crickets, bullfrogs leaping in the yard, silence, tumbleweed. Who cares about 22? What am I supposed to do at 22? The next big age for me would probably be like 25. Then I could rent out a car, but it wouldn't even matter. Not for right now, because I can't even drive. And then of course there's 30, and it's like, oh, okay, the big 3-0, but even that, I literally just turned 22 a month ago. It's July 26th, and I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. Like I said, I just graduated from college. I went to Howard University, HU, you know. The experience, I moved back home. Howard is in Washington, D.C., and home is here in Miami, Florida. So I moved back here, like literally the week after I graduated, because I literally hated Washington, D.C. Again, that could be a whole nother video. Even me moving back home, like it was supposed to be something and then it wasn't. I relied on unreliable family. Shiggity fell through the crack, and I suddenly did not have a place to stay like I thought I was. Right now, I'm currently bunking with my grandma. When I was in college, I was considering moving to Houston, because here's the thing, like Miami, people love to be like, oh, spring break, Miami. Miami is so expensive. Oh my God. I was looking at some places in Miami, and tell me why. I literally seen a place that was $1,890. It was tile, and one thing about me is tile gives me the yuck, gross, disgusting. It was just bad. Window AC units, no washer, no dryer. It couldn't have been more than 500 square feet. $1,800 a month, and Opalaka no less. I'm sorry I can't. When I checked the rent in Houston, $791 for rent for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Sign me up today. Started looking for a job, and even that process itself, oh my God, am I unhireable? Am I undesirable? Can you just hire me? I need to make money. Now I finally have a job, and my start date is August 5th. Houston's cheap and a hell of a lot warmer than Washington, D.C. So I said, you know what, F it, let's go there. I only have about like less than 2 weeks to like get an apartment. And when I tell you I have been struggling, I have been struggling with where I'm at in life. I don't necessarily think that I'm going through post-grad depression. I just feel like I'm having somewhat of like a pre-crisis, because I don't feel like I'm in full crisis mode yet. Pre-quarter life crisis, because I'm just kind of like, what is life? What is happening? It's kind of weird, because like on the one hand I feel like I'm behind, and then on the other hand I feel like I'm on track. And I feel like part of that is because comparison. I look at people who are 22, like Tyler for example is 22 years old. Do I look like I make Tyler money? There's a literal trash bag behind me, and the trash bag actually don't have trash in it, it has my clothes in it. Do I look like I'm making Tyler money? Kai Cenat, he's 22 years old.
But now we having fun.
living with my grandma right now, you know? And that's unfair for me to like, you know, compare myself to those people. I understand that logically doesn't even make sense. Tyler's 1 in a million. Kai Cenat is 1 in a million. Like there's a reason why Kai Cenat is Kai Cenat and the average 22-year-old is not. But like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I feel like going into college, I was under the impression that I would be successful by the end of it. As I matriculated and I kind of realized that, wait a minute, like not necessarily. I'm not just gonna be successful because I graduated. And then it started to occur to me that my degree wasn't really going to do what I wanted it to do. My phone died. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Hey, you guys, I just graduated with a bachelor's degree in journalism and a minor in theater arts. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to be a journalist, like nothing near it. I want to be an actress. I didn't get into the acting program, so I settled for journalism because it's the only degree that I was gonna be able to graduate on time with without losing my scholarship, blah, blah, blah. I have this degree that kind of feels worthless. Like, I know it's not worthless. Just for what I'm trying to do, like, I honestly don't need a degree for it. What I need is some damn persistence, drive, and consistency. I need some go-getter in me. I need some Nike just do it in me. You can't really gain that with a degree. Like, I went to college kind of thinking that like on the other side of it, I just become a better person, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm procrastinating just as much as I was in high school. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I am 22 and I have no idea where I'm at in life, where I should be in life, if I'm doing things right. There's so much uncertainty, so I feel like out of place. But then I've been hearing people's stories and testimonies that make me feel like I'm exactly where I need to be, in this state of confusion, in this state of loss, in this state of chaos. And what's crazy is that it's like life is not even really chaotic right now. I'm literally working like 6 hours a week, the shortest I've ever worked. When I was in DC, my schedule used to be booked and busy. I would go to class, I would go to work, I would do this, I would do that. I would still have to make time for like homework and stuff like that. And child, I didn't have a social life, so it was literally just working, school, homework, working, school, homework. It was just like this, like this, like this, like this. Waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to attend my 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift. Like, it was just so much movement. Now that I've graduated, things have become oddly still. I don't even have any responsibility. I'm working, but literally just for the sake of it. Like, it's literally just something that was offered to me as a summer position. I'm teaching an art class with little kids, and it's actually a fun time. Right now at 22, I'm kind of feeling like life is a race. Kind of feeling like I'm behind because, again, I'm comparing myself to people who are doing and who have done so much more than me. My biggest excuse for like not doing what I really wanted to do, not chasing after my acting dreams, not chasing after my content creation dreams hard enough, not chasing after becoming a tattoo artist, a henna tattoo artist. And you guys, that's another thing. I've always had like 1,000,001 things I wanted to do. Like, when people used to ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, like, I would say artist or fashion designer just for the freaking sake of it, but like, I wanted to be everything. And now at my big age of 22, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. It's just like, what do I do? What I do first? I don't even know. My biggest excuse for like not really pursuing what I wanted to pursue was college. Like, it was always college, and it was always the fact that because I was in college, I had to have my own apartment, and because I had my own apartment, I had to have a job, and because I was in college and because I had a job, I didn't really have the time nor the energy nor the mental capacity to really give toward my dreams at the time. And I feel like it sort of served as like a big old cushion between being a child and real life. And I feel like that's what it is for like a lot of people. Like, college is really just daycare for adults until you get sent out into the real world and you find a real job. People used to say like, oh, you're gonna graduate and then reality is gonna hit, and like they would kind of mean that in terms of like getting a job and working the 9 to 5. But I had always worked when I was in college, so I didn't really feel like the shift would be that different. But with college, even in me comparing myself to other people who were wildly more successful than me, and I mean, success is obviously subjective. Anybody can say it doesn't have to be financial. Don't get me wrong, I have found success in so many different ways. Now I'm on the other side of it, and I'm just like, wait a minute. If there's anything I've realized in literally in like the past few months, is that it's really up to me. And granted, kind of toward the end of graduation, I was kind of starting to change my mindset because I've kind of been a big complainer all my life, especially like being in college. Like I said, my experience was not ideal, and I kind of just feel like I was getting buried into this sort of like woe is me mentality. It kind of just kept me stuck. What I really found myself struggling with was a lack of perseverance. Like, I realized that life would throw its obstacles at me, and when I tell you, I would literally just shut down and stop moving.
Baby, please get up.
He ain't getting up. Why is he not getting up?
I don't know.
I would throw in the towel so quickly. Like, there was no persistence, no determination in me. Like I said, no perseverance in me. Like, anytime something bad would happen, and you know, sometimes it was major inconveniences, sometimes it was minor, sometimes it was big setbacks, sometimes it was little. Anytime something got in my way, it was just always like, Oh my god, like literally, like why the universe don't like me. And like now that again I'm 22, I'm just kind of like, girl, who is this not happening to? I don't know what's got me thinking I'm the only one in my shoes right now. Like I'm not. I'm pretty sure at least one of y'all watching it. Well, I would say at least one of y'all, but I fear 16 people will watch this video, and then it's really gonna be embarrassing because y'all might not at all relate to what I'm saying. If this video go viral, then I'm sure at least one of y'all have just graduated and feel like you are a little cotton ball that just got thrown into a pool. Okay, that's like the worst analogy. I'm sure you just feel like a plastic bag floating through the wind, waiting to start again. I feel like everything is my fault.
It is.
I feel like everything is up to me.
It is.
Don't get me wrong, that it's always been this way.
It has.
Even before being an adult, like even as a kid, you have agency. But I mean, obviously, you know, parents, there's only so much agency you have. Granted that you want to stay underneath your parents' roof and don't want to get kicked out and have to figure out how to survive. I don't know, I'm just really feeling like what happens next? What happens at 22, it's at 23, it's at 24, 25, 26, like it's all me. Like I said, being in college, even if you're not studying what you want to study, even if you don't know what you're going to do with your degree, which is exactly what I was going through, it gives a lot of people, including me, this kind of false sense of accomplishment. I don't want to say false sense of accomplishment. I don't regret college. Like at the end of the day, I did what I thought was right. I worked hard at it. I worked hard before it. I worked hard to achieve it. Nobody can take my degree away from me. Like I have my bachelor's, period, and that's dead on dead. And I graduated magna cum laude. It just kind of had me feel like I was achieving something. I knew that there was not only like a goal, but I knew exactly when I was going to get the goal. I just kept thinking May 2024, May 2024, May 2024, May 2024. And then May 2024 happened, and it's just like, damn, now what happens next? It's not even that I don't have a plan or a vision for where I want my life to go. Like I know exactly what I want to happen, but it just feels a little bit daunting. Like it feels a little bit scary. Not that I don't have help, not that I can't get help, not that there's no resources. Like I have a great support system and it's amazing, but it really just feels like my happiness, my success, like all of it is up to me.
It is.
Another thing that I wanted to quickly mention was family's role in this new chapter of my life has been very interesting. I was supposed to be home for like probably like 6 months to like really figure it out, to really stack some bread, to really work on my YouTube channel, because ultimately that's what I want for right now. I want to take off as a content creator. I know it might seem a little gimmicky. That is generally what I love to do. Me being me, like I can't really do the same thing for too long before I really start to like not feel it no more. Considering I've been doing content creation on and off for the past 2 years and I don't hate it, that's a big W for me. So I'm gonna continue doing this. I thought I was gonna be here for like probably like 6 months, and that didn't really end up happening like that. And I just kind of decided like, F it. I'm young. If there's any time to take a risk, it's now.
They asking how I got it. I went and took a risk.
So if I go to Houston and it doesn't work out, I don't like it, blah blah blah, I can always move back home. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a failure. I mean, I would always view it as a failure, me being me, but it doesn't have to be. I have plenty of time to make mistakes, to fail forward. I have a lot of family that I know is kind of side-eyeing me because they see I just moved back and I'm just about to leave again, and they're kind of like, I don't necessarily think instilling fear. Like I know it comes out of a place of love, but I'm getting a lot of family comments that are just kind of giving like, you're going to Houston, like what are you doing in Houston? What's in Houston? You don't know nobody in Houston. We don't live in Houston. You don't have any family in Houston. What are you gonna do in Houston?
Houston, we have a problem, Houston.
And you know, I told them that I have a job, and they were like, okay, what are you gonna be doing? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm gonna be a sales representative, like, but I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. And I don't, like, I've never done any type of sales job. I do not know what I'm gonna be doing that job, to tell you the truth. All I know is I'm gonna be getting paid. The job sometimes like has traveling opportunities, which I'm really excited for because I love to travel. But yeah, I was just like, I want a job, I want to move, I just want to do my own thing. But like I know families kind of like, girl, like why don't you just stay here where you can stay with family for free and we can take care of you until you get on your feet, until you really know what you want to do? Why don't you stay down here for a few months? Why don't you stay down here for a year and get a job with one of us and start to work your way up? And you know, we can connect you with the right people. You can find your way to like move on from there. And I can't, like, that talk makes me sick. The job I'm gonna do right now, don't get me wrong, it's a job. It's not anything like creative and like real, like what I really want to be doing. It's not. But like the thought of staying with family and stacking bread and just working some random job, that's just a no-go. I'm gonna be honest, it's just a no-go. I lived by myself in my own apartment for 3 years in Washington DC. I can't go back. I've only been here for like literally 2 months, and it's not like I'm sick of it. It's not like I couldn't get used to it, but I honestly feel like a kid again. Like being back home makes me feel like a child. I didn't mention this earlier. I don't have a car and I don't have a driver's license. I don't even have a permit. Like baby, when I tell you I can't drive, I cannot drive. SpongeBob, Cardi B. I can't. I literally just can't. I've been learning. I've been taking little lessons, but like you could not put me on the road for real, for real. I just might crash the whip. I just might. I can't get around, and it's Miami. This is not DC. One of the actual perks of living in DC was that the transit system was so well made. Like I could literally hop on the bus to pretty much anywhere. Miami's not DC. Buses and stuff like that, they do not run like they do in DC. And then on top of that, I don't have my own place, and I feel very dependent, and I feel like I'm at the mercy and at the will of everybody around me, and it don't give that. So I want my own apartment. I want my sense of independence back. My real struggle is that like I don't know if I'm moving too fast. A part of me feels like I should stay home. I should stack money in the practical, safe way. But then the other part of me feels like, what am I playing it safe for if this is not even what I want to do? And that's what college was for me. I was playing it safe even though it's not what I wanted to do. And at the end of it, I got safe results. A degree that was supposed to land me a very safe job. And the job I have right now, honestly, I don't even know if you needed a degree to get it in the first place. Honestly, they hired me because they like my personality, and that just was that. I don't know. Like I said, I am looking for apartments, and you guys, oh my god, that's a whole different conversation topic. I'm so sorry I'm all over the place because I swear I'm like starting thoughts and I'm not finishing them. But like the apartment hunt, oh my god. That I wanted to move to Houston because it's cheap, and you guys, like, I don't even feel like I'm asking for that much. Literally, I just asked that I like the layout. I'm not specific, but like I am, like I want the vibe of the apartment to look good. What can I say? Like, I don't want to pay a dime to pay money for an apartment that I don't like the layout of. You know, people are telling me that if I'm gonna move, then I need to stop being picky. I need to just hurry up and pick something. But I'm like, I am not signing a lease to be in an apartment I don't like. Like, I do not want to look at the pictures, decide that I don't like them, but it has everything I want, so I'm gonna move in. No, I want to like the apartment. Point blank. I'm sorry, and it's gonna take a while. Looking for an apartment has been a hassle. Like, literally, I swear, it's always the ones that are like pretty much perfect. Like, I keep seeing apartments I really like. I will literally look at an apartment, be like, it's in the perfect location, it's right next to the job, it's got everything around it. And here's what I want. I want a pool, I want a washer and dryer, and I want a gym, and I want it to look nice. And if we're being really picky, I want it to have south facing windows, although today I found out that west facing windows are not all too bad, so I'll take south or west. And that's just about it. That's all. Like, is that too much to ask? What am I asking for that I can't have? And it's like, I'll find an apartment that literally is like perfect, like it'll look great, but it won't have a washer and dryer. What? How are you a perfect apartment with no washer and dryer? My last apartment didn't have a washer and dryer. I'm sorry, I'm not going back. I need a washer and dryer. I can't move in if it don't have one. I'm point blank. Or I'll see something that has a really nice layout, but it don't have no gym or it don't have no pool. And then like today, like I have been searching for an apartment for like God knows how long. And like my budget is kind of like 12-ish. Like I don't really want to spend any more than 12. Like, apartment fees are out the wall freaking zoo. And then not to mention, you actually have to pay to apply to the apartment in the first place. And if you get denied, they're not gonna give you the money back. And it'd be like $50 per applicant. Who's got money falling out the sky like that? What? It's been stipulation after stipulation. Like literally today I found some perfect apartments in the perfect location. Everything was perfect. Even on the website they said they had availability, and I was like, perfect. And I called them and they said they don't have anything available. Like literally, like what do you mean you don't have anything available? Your website says you have stuff available. Also, because the apartment hunt is not going exactly how I want it to, I'm thinking like maybe this isn't the right move. Like maybe that's the universe's way of telling me that like I'm exactly where I need to be. But then I'm looking around at where exactly I need to be, and I'm like, this ain't it. I really want to have my own space again. I don't know, you guys. I have so many things I want to say. It's like impossible to say it all without this being like a 45-minute video. I'm pretty sure it's already like 30 minutes, which is like not good. This is literally just a brain dump of what's happening in my life. I feel like the real issue that I'm having isn't that Houston is a bad move. I think it's a great move, and I think it's a great idea. I'm 22, I'm young. It's about time to start my life post-grad. I think what really scares me though is that it's too easy to get sucked into the 9-to-5 and in living to work. That's what I did when I was in college. And with this new job, like the hours that they're giving me, I can't lie, it's giving like 52 hours. And granted, like what I was doing before was like a physically intensive job. Like I would literally come back home with like my back burning and my shoulders feeling like they're about to fall off. This is gonna be like more of like an office sort of desk job. I'm just hoping that I have more energy in general to put toward my actual goal while being able to maintain my apartment. But like honestly, what scares me about moving or not moving is that regardless, it's me. Nobody's going to become a content creator for me. Nobody's going to audition for me. Like everything I said I want to do, everything I've been wanting to do, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? And it's just kind of scary. I really want to put myself in a position to succeed, and I fear that me going off to a new state with a new job, with the new responsibility of having to take care of my new apartment, I fear that it will take energy and time away from me actually wanting to chase my goals and dreams. But then on the other hand, I fear that staying with family and not really having the motion and the space and the mental clarity, living alone, just like, oh my god, it's like a cleanse. Like there's nothing like coming back from a long day of roo rah rah and not having to deal with nobody. I get back home and I get to do whatever the frick I want. I get to play music as loud as I want. I get to scream and jump and shout as loud as I want. And I swear to you, I was doing it all the time. And I just fear that like me being here back home in an environment that I'm insanely comfortable in, I fear I might get too comfortable here and Houston will be an opportunity for me to grow. My experience in Washington DC, if there's anything I got from that, it was a lot of growth. It was a lot of maturity. I definitely came out a different person. But like being back home, like I don't know, I feel like it's just the familiarness of my environment. I know everything. Like I know the streets, I know the cities, I know the people, I know the food. Actually, that's a perk. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss Haitian food. Oh my god. For those of you who don't know, I'm Haitian. If you've ever been to Miami or you're going, 𝓈𝓉𝓊𝒻𝒻𝓈, you will not be disappointed. I will put an order up on the screen that you definitely need to try. I don't know, you guys, I've just been rambling literally for the longest. I'm gonna shut up. For the moment, I'm still looking for my dream Houston apartment, and I think I'm getting close. I still have to call around. It's not getting any easier though. Oh, another random thing. I have no idea how to schedule my life. When I was in college, I wasn't even the most organized. Yeah, I was using Notion, and I was using List Maker, and I was using Google Calendar. I would use alarms on my phone. I would text myself things. I would use the Notes app. I was using the Reminders app, and child, I just forget. Nowadays, I feel like if somebody tells me to do something, my brain is scrambling because it doesn't know where to put the information. I could put it in my Google Calendar, but like, am I gonna check the Google Calendar? And the answer is no. I'll just end this video off by saying though, and I was just talking to my mom about the fact that I haven't found an apartment. She was just like, bro, like you've been in Miami for a grip now. You should have been looking for apartments when you got here. Like you have all these picky stipulations. I was like, bro, I am looking for apartments. I literally just can't freaking find them. And she was just like, bro, you can't be a procrastinator and a perfectionist at the same time. I don't know why, that just kind of struck a chord in me.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Regardless of what I choose to do in the future, if I stay here, if I go to Houston, at the end of the day, there's a life that I want and I can build it anywhere at any time. It's up to me. If it's that life that I'm after, there are just certain steps I'm gonna have to take in order to get there. There's no dancing around the bushes. I'm 22. Nobody's gonna do it for me. So you gotta do it for you. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Anyways, that's all for today's video, or tonight's video, because it's literally like 3:24 in the morning. Can you believe that? Like I said, I don't know, I needed to talk. Anyways, thank you guys so much for doing absolutely nothing with me, and I'm gonna send my arse to bed.